Hey guys, what's going on? Adam Snyder here with the Homemade Entrepreneur. So today I want to tell you the top 5 ways that you can make money from anywhere in the world and actually create a lifestyle business. 4 of these ways I do personally. One way I highly recommend. You can make a lot of money, so stay tuned. I'm going to show you those right now. So the first way is a niche website. I say niche, some people say niche, same thing. I don't know the proper pronunciation for it, but I'm gonna call it a niche website. So yeah, that's that. So first thing, with a niche website, what you're doing is you're creating a website based on a specific topic, specific brand, product, whatever it is. You're carving your own niche. And so what I did in the past, I created hundreds and hundreds of websites. Many of them made me good money. But then Google decided they were going to change their algorithm a little bit, and a lot of my websites just kind of fell off the face of Google, which is not a big deal. I knew it wasn't going to make me a ton of money, but now I know the proper way to make a niche website and actually make it an authority in the in that niche, in the whole any blog you can put content on, you can get a little bit of traffic, but how do you become an authority? That is the key. So what did I do? I made every single one of my websites an authority in that specific niche. So how to start? First thing, you obviously need a website. From having a website, just to start, I recommend 20 articles. These are 20 articles. I don't care. They can be posts. They can be pages. I say posts and pages because I like setting up my websites on a WordPress type blog. So I don't host it on WordPress. It's just running on the WordPress theme, I guess. I don't know the exact words for it, but that is what I do. So 20 articles. Then what I do from every article, I am promoting one item or one course. So by promoting this one item or one course, so let's say, I have a website that is on toothbrushes. I don't promote a course. No one's going to teach you how to properly brush your teeth, or I don't know if there's somebody out there that does that. I don't know if somebody knows of a course to teach you how to brush your teeth properly and how to take care of your teeth the correct way. Let me know what that is. I'd be interested to actually see that, because that could actually provide some value to my readers. But I promote an item. So what items do I promote? I promote items from Amazon. So I'll go to Amazon.com, find the item that I want to promote, and that's what I'm talking about. So I'll write the articles, promote that one item, and then what I also do is I promote one inner page. So let's say I'm writing an article about some Sonicare toothbrush. So let's say I compare that to an Oral-B toothbrush, and I have another article on an Oral-B toothbrush. What I would do is I'd create a link on this page about the Sonicare toothbrush back to the page on the Oral-B toothbrush. That would create some more links and just give my site, it would look more organic. It would provide link juice from one page to another, and I'd just be interlinking from page to page. So that is the basics behind my niche website for what I do. The reason I recommend these, and I'm a big fan of niche websites, because I can write the 20 articles like my website on toothbrushes. I probably wrote like 25 to 40 articles maybe, and the rest of them have been outsourced to somebody else. So they write the content and I just put it on the website. So I'm pretty much just managing the whole thing. But what I'm doing with these is I'm creating lasting content. So stuff that I can put it up one day and it'll be good for 15 years or whatever. It just keeps on working. So now 15 years, that's just the number I'm throwing out. But this website, I created it in 2011, and I put about 6 to 8 months worth of work into it, and then after that it's all just been every single month I get a check from Amazon, I get a check from a bunch of different places for promoting their products. So that is the basics behind building a niche website and why I like it so much. You can make a lot of money. It doesn't take a lot of time. You can do this from anywhere in the world. So let's go to number 2. So number 2, the second option that I like, and not just like it, I love this, is Kindle Publishing. I didn't write publishing, but you understand. So Kindle Publishing. Why do I write books for Kindle Publishing? First off, I used to write books. I used to write them and I did okay. I'm not the best writer out there. I honestly am not, which you can probably tell from my articles. But what I'm good at doing is delegating what I'm not good at to somebody else that actually is good at that. So, with that said, Kindle Publishing, you can make a good amount of money, but you have to put in the work. It doesn't matter if you put in the work or you put up the money, somebody else puts in the work. What you need to do is get some books on Amazon. So, Kindle Publishing, you're doing it on Amazon. You can do it on other sites as well, but I prefer Amazon just because they're bigger. They are pretty much the main place I'm selling my books. So let's jump into Kindle, how I write the books, and how you can make money doing that. First off, the book. I want it to be at least 7,500, if I can write, words, or bigger. 7,500 words or bigger. The reason I like 7,500 is because that creates a lot of content. There's value in it. That is not a very large book. That is actually pretty small compared to Amazon and Kindle standards. What a lot of people are doing right now are writing books that are 20 to 40,000 words. That is great for some people that have more of a fiction book, but I'm writing, or I'm paying somebody to write nonfiction. So by doing this, you can write longer nonfiction books, but what I've noticed is a longer book doesn't actually increase sales. Longer books are better because if somebody actually reads the entire book and that is on their promotion thing or whatever, you actually get paid per page. So the more pages you have, the better it is. But just know, longer books don't always mean more money. It's just the way it is. Okay, so inside the book, this is where my strategies have seemed to pay off a little bit better than some other people. So I did a case study where I just wrote a book. Actually, when I say I write the book, I don't really write the book, but I'm paying somebody to write it, so I'm just say I wrote it. Anyway, so when I write the book, what I do is I just write the book just like I'm talking, just like I'm trying to teach somebody something. So my main category that I write in, or the main subject or whatever, is self-help. I like to do self-help because in self-help, somebody's trying to improve their life, improve something, and by them looking to improve on something, they would also be willing to pay to improve on that. So with that said, I say I wrote a book about losing weight. What I could do inside the book is talk about a course, talk about my website, talk about a product that I recommend, that I've used. So when it comes to ebooks, I've been big into health and fitness for a while. So when I'm promoting a product, it's usually something that I have tried, but you don't always have to do that. I like to do it that way because I know firsthand this product works. I'm not just telling them a bunch of crap. This is actually working for me. It can work for them as well. Give a little disclaimer as to everybody reacts differently to different supplements, or check with your physician, or whatever it is. So inside the book, I'm promoting a product. By promoting a product, I'm not only getting money for the sale of the Kindle book, I'm also hopefully going to get credit for the sale of that product. Now, do I talk directly about, click on this link, you can buy the product here? I don't do that inside the book. What I'm doing by inside the book promoting the product is I'm actually promoting the ebook that goes along with that product. So what I do is I say, okay, go to this website, sign up for the free ebook, you get this free, course, you get this free, guide to lose weight, whatever it is. And then inside that email, there'll be links to the products, to whatever it is. So instead of promoting one product with one link, I'm promoting that one link, and there'll be a whole bunch of products. Plus, hopefully I'll get that email opt-in, which is always great. A month, 2 months, 6 months down the road, you can send the person an email, hopefully connect with them in some way, you're providing value, and let's say they buy the product in 6 months. It might take you 6 months to make that $12 sale, or the $12 commission, or the $50 commission, but in the end you're providing value. They'll keep coming back. You actually have a long-term business because you are creating a solid foundation from the beginning. So that's inside the book. At the end of the book, you need to promote your other books. This is where I see most people make a huge mistake. At the end of the book, they say, please review my book. Okay, great. So they can go review that book, and that's it. There'll be no more sales for you. Although, why couldn't you just add another line? Please do the 2 following, tasks. Please review the book if it provided any value for you, and then please check out my other books. That's all it is. Check out my other books. Here are a couple links to them. Here are what they're about. A little summary of what it is, and yeah, you're good to go. Probably 1 out of every 10 people, as long as those books are related to what you just wrote, probably 1 out of every 10 people will buy one of those books. Chances are it could be higher, but in my experience, about 1 out of 10, 1 out of 11 actually buys the book. My conversion rate is about 8.6%, so not too bad. Let's jump on to number 3. So if you've been following my YouTube channel, great. I'm big into YouTube. If you haven't, please subscribe to my YouTube channel, because there's a lot of great content, just a lot of stuff about building a lifestyle business, being an entrepreneur, motivation, Amazon, Google, websites, YouTube, whatever it is. If it's about business, about online business, being a homemade entrepreneur, or being just an entrepreneur in general, I'm talking about trying to teach you guys how to do it as well. So, YouTube. I love YouTube. The reason why, I can put up a video today and I can continue to see, revenue from it, 6 months down the road, a year down the road. The nice thing about YouTube is it keeps getting bigger. The more views you get, the more popular your video becomes. The more people that will see it. So, put up one link in one video. Over the course of a year, let's say you did one video every single day. At the end of the year, 364 videos every single year. Not bad, right? And if one person every single day bought something from you, that's 364 sales every single year from one YouTube video. That all you do is, you shoot the video, it takes 10, 15 minutes. If you want to do some editing, great. If you just want to upload it, okay, it takes about, 30 minutes of your time, good to go. So, let's talk about this. How can you make money from YouTube and why I recommend it? You can talk about anything in the world. You really can. There's people talking about, hot yoga. There's people talking about, skydiving. There's people talking about, business and just being an entrepreneur. There's other people talking about makeup and clothing. People telling you how to shoot a video, how you actually shoot a YouTube video. They create YouTube videos on, or a YouTube channel on how you create videos and how you can make money too. You can talk about anything you want. You can talk about, why, people from, Texas or whatever, like, I don't know what they like. It doesn't matter. In California, you get more sun. In Wyoming, I don't know what you do in Wyoming, but you can talk about anything you want to do. It doesn't matter. So, how you make money? First, make money by views. Roughly every 1,000 views you get. So it's CPM, which is cost per million, which is pretty much cost for 1,000. But what it is, every 1,000 views you get X amount of dollars. So let's say roughly for 1,000 views you get $4.50. That's about average. So let's say you get 10,000 views. So you'd make what, $40 at the end of the month, $45 at the end of the month. Not much, but then you also monetize it. That's supposed to say monetize, really doesn't. Anyway, and so you do affiliates. You can do paid stuff. When you do a paid sponsorship, you do a paid promotion, mention that inside of YouTube, because YouTube wants to know that you are not just randomly talking about this, whatever it is, you are being paid to talk about, and so it's actually a sponsored video on your part. So you can become an affiliate. You can do paid posts, paid videos. You get paid from the views. Those are my main things right there. Or you just sell. You can sell a course. You can sell, let's say, for me, I talk about Amazon FBA quite a bit, so I sell a course. It's a $67 course, so I sell it. Every time I get a sale, I make like $65, $66, something like that. So, and that's because of a fee. But anyway, so if I did my course, I did paid posts, I don't do any of that, and I do affiliate products. I promote stuff on Amazon or for Amazon, just because I believe in a certain product, or somebody could use it, or I'm using it and I like it. So talk about it. And then obviously views. So that is what I do. That's how you get paid. What do I recommend to get started? Grab a camera. It doesn't have to be a fancy camera. You can use your cell phone. So I have a Apple iPhone, the iPhone 6s Plus. Works very well. It's a bigger camera, so you got a nice big screen. You can see yourself very well. Right now I'm shooting this on a Canon 70D, which is great. It's one of the cameras I like the best. I also use a Canon G7X and also have a Sony A5100. Both work good. The prices vary on all these things, so choose what you like, choose what you think will work best, and just start shooting. When you start shooting, just start uploading on a consistent basis. If you upload one video a day, great. If you upload two videos a day, that's even better. From what I've heard from many bigger YouTubers, 3 videos a day is what you want to do. You want to stick with like a 2 to 4 a.m. Publish time, and that for me that would be on West Coast time, because you want the video to be uploaded East Coast time between 5 and 7, and then you want it to be you also want another one to upload at 5 o'clock Eastern time, and then you want another one to upload at 9 o'clock Eastern time. That is what everyone keeps on saying is the best strategy, so I highly recommend that. Facebook. How do you make money with Facebook? Really, I have a Facebook account. I'm not making any money. Why not? The reason you're not making money with Facebook is because you are not doing it correctly. If you have a Facebook personal profile, chances are you can't just sell your friends and family, just whatever product, whatever course you think you want to. What you need to do and what you need to understand is that you need to create a Facebook group. So for me, I have a bunch of different Facebook groups. The one that I recommend you go follow, just because it's motivational, just see what I've been doing, see what I've been up to, facebook.com/homemade entrepreneur. Go check it out. But what you need to understand with a Facebook group, you need to have some type of, you need to add value. You need to create a group around a certain product, a certain, topic. So I have a friend. She created a Facebook group around babysitting and just, how you teach your babysitter the correct way to take care of your kids, how you become familiar with the babysitter, how you hire one, how you do all the background checks, how you check references, everything like that. So this is what she did. She wanted to, because when she first started, she was trying to figure out, where do I find a babysitter? I need somebody that I can trust. I need somebody that comes highly recommended, in our community. Who do I go to? Because if you want to fix your house, you go to Angie's List. You see, who has the best ratings, who is being recommended. If you want to, find a realtor, you can pretty much call around. You can ask friends and family, who do you use? Were they good? Were they bad? What is it? Where do you go for a babysitter? This is why she created a Facebook group. She created a Facebook group because she wanted to know, or she wanted to teach people, this is how you find the proper babysitter. This is what you need to do. If you live in this city, please recommend who you like the best, who you use, why you use them, how much they charge. And so her Facebook group grew exponentially. And it grew quickly too. It wasn't just, slowly. It was, she started it, she kind of talked about it with friends and family, and it just exploded. I think right now her group has like 90-some thousand people that like it, or that are in the group. I don't remember exactly what it is, but so it's close to 100,000. So what she does is she talks about different courses, she talks about different products. So like security systems are that's her big money maker, because when a family, so for me, I have 2 kids, so if I hired a babysitter, I'd hire a babysitter, but I'd always be worried. What are they doing? What are the kids doing? So if I went away for an hour or 5 hours, I'd want to know. I'd want to be able to check in on them. You can call, great. The babysitter can tell you whatever you want to hear. But if you have security cameras, which in my house, in my office, everywhere I go pretty much, I have some type of camera recording me. So in my house, right now we have 6 video cameras, or not 6 video cameras, 6 security cameras, just in different spots of the house. So if I were to leave, I can look on my phone. Oh, the kids are sleeping, or oh, they're playing outside, or whatever they're doing. I can see it. Security cameras are one of the best things that she promotes, because parents, just like myself, want to check in on their kids. So because of that, I think she makes, like right now, I think she's making like $30-some thousand per month from security cameras alone, which is a huge, and I'm talking about a huge amount of money, because you think about if there's 100,000 people, seeing all her posts, and she's promoting different security cameras are not cheap, for one. So if she promotes these on Amazon, she's probably getting paid, 6 to 8% roughly. And so the amount of cameras that she's selling are huge. The amount of baby gates, the amount of whatever it is, she's selling a lot of stuff. So just keep that in mind. Create a Facebook group. Now, the way you build a Facebook group is you need to first have a specific topic. Once you have that topic, you can reach out to other people. You can tell them, hey, go look at this group. You can be interacting on forums. You could be, talking about on another Facebook group. You can tell your friends and family. You can create a website. You can do a YouTube video. There's so much options out there for you. You can do this from the comfort of your home. You can do this from your office while you're working a 9-to-5 job. You can even do this while sitting at the beach in Cabo or Bora Bora. You can do this in Tahiti, sitting right there next to your little hut. Whatever you want to do, you can do it from anywhere in the world. So, let's jump to number 5. So a freelancer. What is a freelancer? A freelancer is somebody that does freelance work. So I hire a lot of freelance writers to write articles for me for my other websites. So because of that, I'm always looking for quality content creators. So you can create content such as videos just like this. You can create articles. You can create emails. Whatever it is, you can do design stuff. So you can do videos. You can do pictures. Let's say you need quality, engaging pictures for your Instagram account. Hire a freelancer to do all this for you, and you don't have to do any of it. The nice thing about being a freelancer is you can do it from anywhere in the world. It doesn't matter where you're at, as long as you have an internet connection. Internet connection is key to being an online entrepreneur, to being a lifestyle entrepreneur. Because how can you go anywhere in the world and still take care of business if your business is not done online? There's no way you can do that. So, freelancer, it's something I used to do quite a bit. I used to be a full-time freelance writer. I loved it. It was great. Made me a lot of money. Typically, for a freelance writer, I don't know about typically, but when at the peak of my time when I was a freelance writer, I was making right about $500 to $600 per day. $500 to $600 per day was all coming to me. That was taking any fees, any expenses for paying other people. So I was making between $500 to $600 per day, which is really good money. That is about let's just say $15,000 per month. So where else can you make $15,000 per month? By typing stuff on your keyboard. You really can't. So I recommend being a freelancer, whether it's a freelance writer, freelance designer, whatever it is, just do it. You can do a freelance photographer if you want to. Some photography sells for a lot of money. There's a lot of companies out there that will pay for specific images for certain types, for different locations. So keep that in mind. But I don't want to talk about this a lot because I used to do it. It's not something I'm currently doing because it takes more invested time. I don't have a whole lot of time, so I like to outsource most of my stuff. This is one thing that took a little bit more of my time, so I kind of moved away from that, got into websites. So if you have any questions on any of these topics, any of these 5, please let me know what those are. Send me a message. Go like my page on Facebook, facebook.com/homemade-entrepreneur. Make sure you like the page, send me a message there. Make sure you subscribe to my YouTube channel, and I'll see you guys on the next video.